Okay, welcome back everybody. We are at CYYT, Northern Michigan. We are going to be heading probably to Ottawa in Canada after this. A little 300 and some odd mile flight. I don't want to do much more than that at a time. GPU out here. Because we're going to freaking program a bunch of shit in. And that's not the right button. Is it payload? Yep, let's close this window. Take all the stuff off. Have I already filled the plane up? Yes, I have. Got to make sure to put those chocks back on. I mean, those gas caps back on. And when in GPU mode, we bring this up and we put the battery in GPU mode. And you can just hear the load being applied to that thing. Let's make sure all the lights are off. Off, off, off. Okay. Let this shit boot up while we enter our flight paths and all that stuff in there. We probably won't do a GPU aided start, most likely. So what we're going to do is, oh my god, I thought that being in the daytime today that would be better, but I'm going to have to program my reshade in. Oh, we're not at CYYT. We are at KMCD. Why do I keep thinking we're at CYYT? And then we bring this, come on, down. Hit that. No, wait, we hit that. And it should be CYOW, should be. CYOW. That is not what I typed. OW. Yeah, see. W. Ottawa, McDonald. Yes, enter. Enter. Boop. We aren't going to program procedures in quite yet, but because we don't know what runway we're going to be landing on. Oh, that's for this airport. Kill this. And then we will disable the GPU. And close the door. Boop. Okay, and then let's fire this plane up properly. Boop. One notch battery. Wait for everything to come on. We do have our wheel chocks still hooked up because I don't know if the parking brake's going to work. There was an update to this plane, so hopefully the parking brakes do work.
Oral warning, okay.
I'm waiting for the system check okay thing to pop up, but maybe we'll just do this anyway. Okay, we want our fuel to be on.
Pause system test, okay.
Okay. It's hitting the wrong button. Ignition on. Generators, main, and then let's crank this bitch up. Let's see, this is 13. Those are all at 0 still, so we wait for that to level, everything to level off. let this get up to speed. Everything is dropping down, so we bring this up to high idle. Keep a really close eye on everything. And then we bring it over to flight idle. Bring it down into taxi range. And then we want our starter to be, no, leave that alone. Auto, ignition, auto, fuel, AP trims on. We should have turned our taxi. We should have turned our strobes on before starting the engine. Oop. Let's set them to pulse. We don't need our cabin lights on or anything. Let's turn our inertia separator and our heat on. And then, where is it? And let's crank on all our pressurization and everything. And then we shouldn't have any more warnings. No, we do not. Look at that. And the parking brake still is questionable. Let's remove the parking brake. Oops. We are going to take off to the east. You probably don't need the whole runway to take off. But we're going to use it because those are those trees that shouldn't be there, right? Let's see, does holding my regular brakes work? Yes, holding my regular brakes works. So I'm just going to start holding my regular brakes. Okay. We're ready for takeoff here. Real world weather as always. Pull onto the left for some reason, so we're going to adjust our trim. Yeah, it's taking a lot of forward stick. I don't know why it's taking a lot of forward stick. Slowly turn that down. Okay, I actually have buttons. I did program buttons. Okay, we are on vertical speed. There we go. Oops. have bank yaw dampener. And let's oh, God damn it, Roth, look what you did to my computer. Okay, let's see. There we go. And we are going to, what do we got for an ETA here? Miles, an hour and 44 minutes. 368 miles. You know what? Let's just, and now that we're smoothed out, I can increase the throttle just a little bit. Don't hit that 98. I don't like having it at 98. 97 at the absolute most. 96, there we go. That's a little bit better. And then we should adjust our heading bug to... Boop. Okay, that'll get us some speed up. 30,000 might be a little excessive for only 300 miles. Because as soon as we get up to our cruising altitude, we're going to be descending again. So I might not go to 30. Yeah, distance 361 nautical miles. Isn't the general rule 10,000 feet for every 1,000 miles you're gonna, no wait, 100 miles? Or 1,000 feet for every 10 miles or something like that? Let's set it for 15 first. And we'll see how we're, and then we'll see how we look on the altitude. God damn these clouds. We're just over the ocean. Oh wait, there's some ground way off there. Yeah, everybody says this plane has such great climbing capability, but it hasn't been my experience. It might be because it's Canada. I don't know, maybe it doesn't have Canadian airports. Let's type my home airport in and see if it comes up. C-O-W-A, enter. Yep. That's what it is. It's because it's Canada. That's got to be what it is. Okay, that's good to know. At least it's working. And the glare on that screen. Oh, and fuck me. Okay, I can't believe I did that. Boop. Had the inertial separator on this whole time. No wonder we're having a hard time climbing. Now let's see what happens. Oh yeah, there we go. Had the inertial separator. Oh, we're at 9. No, you need to back that off. No, you need to back that off, you son of a bitch. This throttle is a little... What's the weather like in Ottawa right now, according to this? Time winds variable at 2 knots. Yeah. 29 or 82 to 29 or 89 is the... So we'll probably set that to 29 or 89, but 2 knots variable at 2 knots. We're probably just going to enter procedures for runway 7. And once we start to level off at 15, we are going to switch over to the other thing and make sure we don't start go. And they've added a pilot. And it looks like we're heading into some clouds. But there's nothing showing up on the weather radar, so... Okay, we are to where we need to start descending. Vertical speed. Nope, hit the wrong button. And I made the mistake of descending way too fast, because I'm still learning this plane, but... We want to descend at about 5, not 10. 10 was insane. That was an insane decrease in freaking an insane decrease in fucking altitude. No, not to do that again. I'm looking over at my glide slope, and yeah, I was descending at about twice the speed I should have. Okay, here's our first whatchamacallit. So we're going to want to go to flight plan. Activate. We are on Alt. We want to set 1700. We want to set our next altitude at. Oh my god, it is foggier than fuck.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
And we completely missed that approach. Okay, we're just gonna go around. And we're gonna land manually. I missed the approach button. I keep fucking that up. I keep forgetting to hit the approach button. We have our flaps down and our gear down. We're just, god damn it, stop decelerating. And we're going, we're not going to be able to do the ILS approach. We're just going to have to land this bitch manually. I keep forgetting to hit the approach button. It's a little overwhelming, this air, you know, doing this in a new plane. And we're still accelerating now. We still have our landing gear and our flaps down. We're not going to bother putting those up. Oh god, I really need to fucking fix that. That's so annoying. There's our runway. But we're doing a back hold. So what we're going to do is we are just going to land this 100% manually again. One of these days, I'll manage to do a proper ILS landing on this bitch. And see, I can see white. I know we're too high. So we're just going to come down,
500.
get a little bit of throw a little bit more power into it here. Yeah, all I'm seeing is all whites. I'm not seeing a white and a red on the VASI, which means we're still probably high. But yeah, this is a really high landing.
Minimum airspeed.
Well, yep, I shouldn't have used that. I shouldn't have reverse thrusted. I should have hit the brake, just hit the brakes instead. Which way's GA parking? Let's just get off the runway. Oh, there's the terminal. Okay, we are here. The click zones. The click zones are so horrible on this. Okay. Got Ottawa Flying Club. Oh, there's a completely separate runway. We want to be way down there. There's a, apparently there's a, god damn it. Apparently there's a separate runway over here. I'm assuming my wings aren't going to hit anybody here. What we're going to do is we're going to not drive onto that road, but we're going to taxi off onto the grass. And make a U-ey. We're going to park this bitch right here. There we go. And now that I'm holding the brake down, we should be able to move this over to high idle. You know what? Fuck you, game. Just fuck you. I think I still had it in feather mode. Okay. And we're still going to need the wheel chocks. Fuck. Okay. Yes, I know. Boop. Boop. Shut the plane down. God! Yes, I am aware. I'm shutting the plane off. Fuck you. I'd like to be able to listen to the engine spool down. Open the door. And can we see it? Is there still some heat coming off of the engine? Yes, there is. There we go. As you can see, real time, it's starting to get a little dark. It's 4 o'clock my time, PM. So, and the sun's starting to go down. So I wanted to do a trip during the day. Taking the opportunity while the wife's at work to get this done. There we are. We are in Ottawa, Canada, apparently. All locked up, chalked up, and ready to spend the night. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next trip, and hopefully I get that approach stuff figured out. And I'll see you on the next one.